Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 101 of my 2024 TTM returns, and we have 6 successes to share from so far this week. I believe the first one is a repeat name, and all of the rest should be new names to the collection. But I got another one of those 93 Classic 4-Sport collection cards signed. This is a 1-of-1 success coming back in 11 days from former NHL goaltender Darren Madley. I found a rookie card of his a while back and gotten one of those signed. And then this is another, technically, I think, pre-rookie card, because he might have made his debut that season, but it looks like he was playing for the Senators farm team when the picture was taken. I don't know if it was printed before or after the season started, but either way, he's a great TTM signer, so I got another one signed by him. Then we have an NHRA Legend return. I've been seeing this guy's name forever, and I thought I had his autograph, but I was getting him confused with another guy who I do have his autograph, and he's signed for me through the mail. But he is a longtime NHRA car owner and has done really, really well despite being one of the most underfunded, which is kind of ironic considering how long he's been in drag racing. You'd think he'd finally get the funding. But his cars do really well. He was a funny car driver himself. And I missed out on getting him at the U.S. Nationals because he wasn't a part of every Legend signing. I only went to the first one. Didn't end up going to either of the other two. But finally found an address for him. Sent this out and very quickly got back 1-of-1 in 11 days from Jim Dunn, who turned 90 years old this year. But he was a fairly successful funny car driver. I think he had like 4 or 5 wins in his career, and generally he just runs like one car. It's been a different name almost every single season. This year it's Buddy Hall, who was racing in Top Fuel last year. Last year I think it was Alex McLaughlin or Blake Alexander, one of those two, was driving for Jim Dunn. And he just continues to have a competitive car. They don't really win many events, but they generally make it to the playoffs, which is super impressive of them. So very happy to add this Drag Racing Hall of Famer. They need to have an NHRA Hall of Fame. That would be great, but I think they just kind of lump it in with the Drag Racing Hall of Fame, which isn't as well kept, but it has been better at record keeping in recent years. Then we have a college football return. This is a 2-of-2 success in 48 days from Nebraska punter Brian Buschini. I don't remember exactly why I sent to him. Most of the people that I sent to have been 2025 NFL draft prospects, but I have been trying to go a little bit outside of that. You never know who you might send to that could end up becoming an NFL player, maybe even CFL at some point. I've gotten a few of those guys. But he is one of the better punters in the Big Ten right now. I think, according to Sports Reference, since 2000, because their data doesn't go all the way back. He is top 15 all-time in the Big Ten for career yards per punt. So that's pretty good, especially in the modern era, especially in a conference that Torrey Taylor played in. That's pretty good to be, at least somewhat close to how he punted. Then we've got a former NFL player. This is a 1-of-1 success coming back in 30 days from former defensive lineman Coleman Rudolph. He was drafted in the second round in 1993 by the Jets, and then he played 3 more seasons after his rookie year with the New York Giants. I think he had 5 sacks in his career. Looks like he was mostly in a rotational backup role, but cool to get him. It's another addition to the set. Can't complain. Then we have a Magic the Gathering return. This is the 4th one out of the 4 that I have sent out so far. I need to go through more of my cards and see if I can't get any more sent out and signed. But this is a 4 of 4 success in 58 days, plus a note from illustrator Therese Nielsen. So she has been a longtime artist and illustrator for many fantasy genres and everything like that. Obviously, Magic the Gathering. She's done some stuff for Harry Potter, Star Wars comics, just all kinds of stuff. She doesn't state a specific fee. She just asks that you do send something in return for signing. So I think I sent $10 and included a nice note. So she signed all of those, and then she also included this note saying thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and generosity, wishing you the very best. Or didn't sign it, but wrote out her name, Therese. Has a very kind of hyper realistic style with her artwork, which is pretty cool. I could have swore that this was just like a picture of a tiger. So very, very talented. She's been working with Magic the Gathering Wizards of the Coast for a long, long time. So she's got a whole bunch of cards if you guys are interested in sending to her. Last one that we have is an NWSL return. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 37 days from Racing Louisville's Savannah DeMello. I want to say she was the 4th overall pick in 2022. She is in her 3rd season, has already been part of the U.S. women's national team. Decent player, scores some goals, gets some points and everything. I don't remember if she's a midfielder or a forward. It's kind of hard to remember all the different positions that are involved in soccer, but I know they kind of have like those generalizations of midfielder and forward. Don't remember which one she is, but pretty good player so far. I guess the NWSL has abolished the entry draft. So the 2024 draft was the last one. They said it's a bit antiquated, and they are going to try and do something a little bit more traditional with soccer in development programs and academies, I guess. I don't know a ton about soccer. I just know that there's so much to it that it gets a little bit confusing, but I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way about a lot of North American sports. So regardless, very cool to add another NWSL player to the collection. That is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.